Hey, coaches, today we're talking about how to defend the double wing offense. How do you stop the double wing? Uh, this video is going to be straightforward, and if you're at a big high school, you've probably never seen this offense before, and maybe never will. But if you're a rec ball coach or a middle school coach or a single A or double A coach, at some point you're going to see this offense, and it's really good, and uh, and we're going to talk about how to stop it. So you're going to think I'm messing with you, but I really like this offense. I like it for a couple reasons. Number one, it is an attitude offense. Uh, if you are a weight room guy and if you're in a small school and you are a weight room guy where you get them in there and you get them friggin' strong, this is a great offense to run because they're going to get foot to foot on you and it is going to be smash mouth, slap your mama time. Number two, I like it because it's very simple. They have a few plays, so they're a repetition team. And I obviously being an air raid guy, I like offenses that have a few plays and they're going to out rep you so that they can execute what they do better than you can execute in the week you have. I like number three that it's different. That you're not going to see it every week. So you have 3 or 4 days to get ready for this offense, and they're repping it all year. I think that gives them a huge advantage. Uh, the next reason it's both misdirection and power. It's a nasty little offense, and you can get hypnotized. Your kids start looking in the backfield, and all of a sudden you got problems. And then the last reason is because it's smash mouth. It is a time of possession, shorten the game, old-fashioned football. You're not going to get a lot of chances against this thing. This is one of those, they're gonna go 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, and then they're going to be going for it on fourth down, fourth and one, fourth and two, and they got a good shot at getting it. So they're gonna eat the clock up. They're going to shorten the game. You're not going to have a lot of chances to have the ball in your hands to try to outscore them. So I really, honestly, I'm not messing around. I really like this offense. Now, a team in our conference went to this thing 2 years ago. They also had an influx of talent at the same time, so they kind of had both things going for them. And the first year, we were struggling on defense. We had some injuries that year and they flat ran over the top of us. I mean, we didn't even slow them down. I think they got cramps from running, rushing for so many yards. The second year, we had this plan that I'm going to show you today didn't I mean we didn't just stonewall them, but we ended up having an ESPN Classic with them because this defense gave us a chance to get in there and compete, and it came down to like the last 30 seconds of the game. I'm going to give you a framework. Here's how we line up. Here's what we're looking at. Obviously, just like the air raid, every team you play is going to be a little bit different, so your keys might be a little bit different, but here's what we're going to talk about. How you get lined up. It's a double wing, double tight, double wing, so it's a very balanced set, and you got to get lined up balanced. You got to have great pad level. You see on tape. When I show you film, their pad level is better than ours sometimes, and that in this kind of smash mouth kind of offense, pad level is going to be a big deal. You're going to have your keys straight. Now I'll give you the keys that we used against this team, but again, if you're playing someone else, the keys might vary, but you better have your keys straight because there is some misdirection going on, and if your kids look at the wrong guy or you get undisciplined, something bad's going to happen. And then you got to have it is an attitude offense. So you better have your defense, the right attitude on your defense because it is going to be a slobber knocker. When you're playing this kind of team and this kind of offense, it's going to be a slobber knocker. So let me share this and we'll look at it real quick. So this is what we're looking at. And again, if you're at a big school, you might never see this, but I guarantee you're going to see it at least once at a small school because it is a nasty set. Right here, the fullback is offset. Usually he's dead behind the quarterback, and he's like nose to butt close. He's super close. You see they're just about foot to foot all the way across, which there's a lot of value in that and how tight their splits are. This team, these two were studs, especially this one, and this guy was hard nosed. They are a gap run team, and so we'll show you this. But here's what we did: we ran our goal line defense. So we had two A gaps, and you see we're not quite right here. We should be in the A gaps, and we're wanting these guys to penetrate just as hard as they can into the A gaps. Then we had supposed to have here we're miss let's see. No, we're right here. Then we had two five techniques, and we're wanting them to attack the via the neck right here and play ball. We got two outside backers, and their job was to contain like their life depended on it because we have so much inside the box that if that thing gets outside the outside backers, you're in trouble. And then we had two corners playing. They were supposed to be head up about 7 to 10 yards deep, head up on the tight ends, and they're playing zone coverage. And then this is our free safety. We did not substitute him because he was one of the best players we had on our team. So we had him about a yard behind the two inside backers. The inside backers were toes at 5, and versus this team. And again, the keys might vary. You're gonna have to game plan this thing, but we keyed this guy. We through the scout report, we found out that this guy took us to almost everything. So this was the guy that we were keying, and we didn't care if he was offset right, offset left, or straight in the middle. We were keying him. So we had all three of these guys keying that fullback. All right. So this is their toss. This is like the signature play of double wing is this little toss, and even the quarterback's leading it. And you see they're getting a lot of people up inside there. You see our kids fighting outside. He was probably giving up too much ground right here, but he was fighting outside no matter what because he knew he had to keep everything inside. We wanted these corners kind of triggering late. So he should have been, let's see, his eyes were on this guy. As soon as he saw that thing go down, then he was free to trigger downhill. Let's see our reads right here. We had all three of these guys reading fullback. Fullback's taking us right to it, and now it's just who wants it worse. And you see, that still made some yards. I mean, it's not like we weren't stonewalling them, but what this allowed us to do was hang in there and turn this thing into an ESPN classic. And it turned out to be just an amazing game. If I should remember this, but I think this team won the conference championship this year. They were the best team in the conference. All right. I put this in, and I'm showing you end zone copy and sideline copy. I put this in. I just love this play right here. This is their freeze play. Watch this thing. That's a good freeze play right there. If I could figure out how to do that in our offense, I would do it. All right. So here we go again. Now the fullback's straight behind, but we're still reading him. This is just fullback dive. You see everyone's lined up the exact same. We're in goal line defense the entire game. And you see this year they usually wedge this thing. And you see if they're getting pad level, so you can imagine 4th and 2. Well, that's going to be a first down right there because they just beat us on pad level. They do have a trap as well, but they went more on this fullback dive. All right, now quarterback's offset. I mean fullback's offset to the left, but he's still our key. Here's their counter. This is their misdirection, but notice it's a misdirection and still got a heck of a lot of I mean, that's still smash mouth power football right there. So even their misdirection on this thing is physical as crap. But if you start looking at the wrong guy, let's see if one of my guys looked at the wrong guy. No, they didn't. They all tried to read the right guy, but you see, if you're looking at the wrong guy, you're toast. So that was their counter. This is their little trap. So they do run trap also. Here's their trap. and it's a tough little ding defense offense. But how do you play it? Well, I thought our plan was the best plan that we could possibly have on this thing, and it was just we're penetrating A gaps. We got the right guy that we're keying. We're balanced up. These guys are contained for your life depended on it. If it turns into pass, these two are got to play pass, and they're playing zone. And if it's an obvious pass, we would drop him back out as free safety because this was our real free safety. So we didn't substitute on this. We substituted one defensive back for an extra nose, but that was our true free safety. So if it was third and long or something, we could have backed him up and had three guys playing umbrella three or country three there. All right. Here we go one more time. I think this might be the first play again. And it's just keying the right guy, containing like your life depending on it. Corners coming down and helping us when they can. All right. So now let me uh let me give you the sideline view in this. Let's see if I can back this up. All right. So here it is from the sideline. This is their jet, or what I'm calling jet. I don't know what it really is here, but this is the only one that the fullback didn't take us to, but we played this thing pretty good because we were playing the contain guy, that he had to contain like his life depended on it. We ended up being fairly good on this. The cutback was almost there, but we made a good tackle right there. So Jet was the only one that broke the rule. Here's QB sweep. And I don't know if he just missed this guy or if this was, I can't remember. Uh, Looked like that was on purpose, but we ended up getting that. But just playing goal line defense, two A gaps, two fives, two wide nines, and then this configuration, you can see it a little better. That free safety is one step behind, and these guys are supposed to be 7 to 10 yards deep, and they're pass first. But we told them because this is such a heavy run. Let's see. I think we told them to flat foot it. And they did. They're just flat footing it. So they can turn into linebackers pretty quick. And here's a point, and we screwed this up a couple times in this situation. If you're We wanted this guy to fill because ball was coming his way. We wanted this guy to come downhill and turn into the cutback guy. Just classic two high safety, a bounce player and a cutback player. We unfortunately the backside guy ran over the top sometimes, and we gave up the cutback more than we should have. But it should have been these three trigger on fullback. This one come downhill and then be the cutback player. This guy be the full fill player and a force player, and this guy's got to expand no matter what. So this is QB sweep. We just showed that one. All right, here's their toss. Again, this is their signature play out of this offense. And he tosses it, and then the quarterback leads the thing too. And you see they made probably two yards right there. I mean it's tough to just blunt this thing. All right, I think they ran. Well, this might be the freeze. Yeah, this is the freeze. So again, I love this freeze. That's a good freeze with that motion. So they ran the freeze, didn't get it, and then on fourth down. Now this is a little. This is like 4th and 5 right here. Uh, let's see. We didn't drop the free safety back, uh, but could have easily been a pass situation right here. And they're running what I'm calling the jet right here. And we played it just good enough to get the ball back. And that's what happened in the game was, uh, it turned into one of those deals where we hung in there on defense. got a few turnovers, got a few stops, and then offense caught fire and ended up having came down to the last 30 seconds of the game. But uh, two A gaps, two fives, two wide nines. The corners back 7 yards deep. They're reading the tight ends, and then that the two linebackers and the free safety. For us versus this team, we were reading the fullback, but that could vary. You gotta scout report that, but that'll get you going. I it was tough trying to find information on this because we knew it was going to, this is a huge game for us. This is senior night for us. This is a huge game for us. And so I had to look, like I was looking at, like rec ball coaches drawing stuff up because apparently this is a big rec ball youth offense, probably a big middle school offense. But every once in a while, single A, double A, you'll see someone running this. And if they're big in the weight room, this thing can be really nasty. So I hope that helps, coaches. Please, if it helped you, please give it a like and please subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Thank you, man.